has a form, has a name, has an action. Whatever is going on, it is opi sarvasya bhajyata, that what is outside me, vyapakatvat akashavat. It is like a vast, like infinite space. Niratishaya sukshmatvat. It is very fine. It is very subtle, subtler than the subtlest, finer than the finest. You cannot think what is the finest thing. Finest thing in the world is the sky. It is finer than this finest. Even you cannot fathom sky. You cannot measure sky. How big is that? Where is the beginning of space and the end of space? All the galaxies, billion, trillion, all the galaxies, stars, and the interspace. Everything is in the big space. We cannot cut the space. We cannot burn the space. We cannot make it soak with water. The space cannot be made like that. Made is so, space is so fine, so subtle. At the same time, everywhere, it is permeated everywhere. So, see, Atman is subtler than that. Atman is finer than that. Niratisaya suksmatvat, because it is suksma, means fine, subtle. Niratisaya means there is no subtler thing than that of Atman. Atman is the subtlest of the subtle. Anta, niratisaya suksmatvat, antaha. It is inside. And as I said, it is also outside. It is pragyana ghana iva. In the Upanishad, it has been said that it is the pragyana ghana. It is the ghana means condensed form of the pragyana, and the supreme knowledge. Knowledge, condensed knowledge, as it were. So that is the idea behind this verse. But it is a good verse for everyday spiritual meditation. Those sometimes we say, I cannot meditate on the form. No, I try to meditate, but the form does not come much. Many are not oriented. Mind is different. Some are very good at meditation on the divine form of your chosen ideal. But chosen ideal is the form, but chosen ideal is Brahman. You have to understand that. Some people may not be very easy for them to meditate on the form, but they can meditate on this formless aspect of Ishta Devata. Or Ishta is in the Saguna, Ishta is in the Nirguna. Saguna, Nirguna, and beyond. You cannot say anything. So long we are in the level of our mind, and so long we find that we cannot comprehend anything, our mind cannot grasp that, or a mind is not so pure that it gets to understand the Brahman nature. This is a good idea to think about. Think of the form when you can. When you cannot, think of the formless. And when you think of the formless, these verses are very unique verses for the Upanishads to be meditated upon. Just one can sit like this. Tade jati. So you close your eyes and think whatever is vibrating, whatever is moving, whatever is changing, whatever is having any speed or velocity. Anything you look at that, every whole world is pulsating with energy, no? Go as much as you can. And think that Tade Jati, expand yourself all direction. And then you see, oh no, which does not move. Like this, like you can say the mountain, rocks. Think of the moving things in the world. And that is that Brahman, that is that Brahman. Again, that which does not move. Oh, that is also Brahman, that is also Brahman. Tanna Jati. Now think, your mind runs to think of something beyond, far away. Sitting here, you are thinking of India, or thinking of London or some other country where your friends are there. And Tadure, who is there? In that farthest, further than the farthest, go as far as you can. That further and the farthest, that is Brahman, no? Tadure, who is here in the core of my heart, how I am thinking, what is the energy behind me? It is the same. Antare, that is inside. Tadu antike. Antike means very near, inside me, very near. And also more clearly, tad antarasya, not only in me, not only in my heart, in the heart of all. Tad antarasya sarvasya. Think of anything, a tree, antara, who is inside the tree, that is the Atman. Tad antarasya sarvasya, a plant, a human being, if anything comes into your imagination, just take this verse and try to think. Just on the words, you need not have to go for any translation, any explanation or commentary. But for practice, you can think that you are thinking of the divine inside, outside, farther away, farthest away, moving, non-moving. That means you can spend your time, a long time, on all these ideas for meditation. And that's also meditation of our Ishtadevata. No? Ishtadevata in the form you can do, and also sometimes we cannot. That's why our mantra have all these aspects inside our mantra. Om aspect is we are talking about now. Whatever, every mantra has a Om aspect, Om, and Om is that Brahman, no? And that Brahman, this is the aspect of the Brahman. So it is not contradicting with your spiritual practice. It is the same thing. Only looking at the perspective is different. So one can think in this way and really get absorbed into that truth. Tadejati, that which is vibrating, that which is moving. Think in the world what is moving, changing. And then you think, no, Tatnayejati, which does not move. Think of the immovable objects of the universe. And then you think, the farther of the farthest, let the mind move wherever it goes. That Atman is there also. And let the mind come back here. Tadu antike, here, in the innermost realm, it's here. Antike, tadantarasya, not only here, in the heart of all. Tadantarasya sarvasya. And also what is there outside? If that inside, what is the outside? Outside also, tad hu sarvasya svajataha. These are all the description of the Atman. Now, next verse is verse number 6. So you can really, reading of Upanishad is more successful or meaningful rather reading of many books and saying that I have read many books. Rather, if you can meditate on one verse in this way, as following just the line by line meaning, word by word meaning, and just do your own practice, do your own thinking, that you are thinking of him inside, outside, in the moving, in the non-moving, in the farthest, and the nearer than the nearest, everywhere, and not only in me, but also in everyone's in and out. It is filled with that, saturated with that consciousness. So, it's a wonderful guide. The Upanishad, the sages are so kind, have given to think of something vast. We always think ourselves very little. We are all limited. We have all limited capacity. But this Vedanta is so makes everyone great. See, it is taking us from our own boundary, a little boundary of our understanding, who we are, body-mind complex. But you see this Upanishad, take one verse and just concentrate on that and expand your identity. Then it is you. Atman means the real self. This is the false self. But what is the real self? And that is the Atman, and that is Brahman, and that is where is not, where is. So why we forget our divine self and we get involved into this limitation only? Why we hang on day and night with this limitation? Why not we go to our another aspect of our reality? How foolish we are, how we spend our time and energy for all these nonsense things. We'll have to live in the world. Not that we should have to throw away everything and go to the forest. No. But this will give a deeper perspective. Suppose you are walking with eyes open. You can think this verse. Oh, that is moving. Oh, that is the Atman with the quality, with the attributes he is moving. Attribute of a movement. And then, oh, there is a mountain. Oh, there is a tree. It does not move. Oh, that is that Atman. It is me. See, expanding our identity. Here I am, here I am. Today we am seeing at far distance something. Say you are in the gazing the stars. Oh, here is me. Do tad re. And tadun very close. Oh, that another car you are driving, another car too close. Oh, it is that me. So me everywhere, me, the real me, the big Atman or the Brahman that is everywhere. And this is the same in me, giving me the awareness and consciousness. That is the same me who is outside of me and also outside of everyone. So don't do much when you are walking or doing things, but you can try with eyes open this type of meditation, with eyes closed this type of meditation. Upanishad can be utilized, Upanishad verses can be utilized for this type of real purpose, and that is real meditation, a real reading of and then you take any explanation, read your book, see how many commentaries they have tried to make it more understandable. Shankara's commentary, but sometimes it will appear a little difficult. But this straight, you go to the straight meaning, then we can take advantage of those meaningful things. Now, the verse number 6. Yastu sarvani bhutani. Yastu, say, everyone say, Yastu sarvani bhutani. Yastu sarvani bhutani. Atman nevanupashyati. Atman nevanupashyati. Atman nevanupashyati. Sarvabhuteshu chatmanam. Sarvabhuteshu chatmanam. Tato na bijugupshate. Tato na bijugupshate. Yastu sarvani bhutani. Yastu sarvani bhutani. Atman nevanupashyati. Atman nevanupashyati. Sarvabhuteshu chatmanam. Sarvabhuteshu chatmanam. Na tato bijugupshate. Tato na bijugupshate. So, what does it mean? Yastu, that, but he, what is he? You, sarvani bhutani, everything which is created. What is created? Created from Brahman to the blade of grass. Bhutani, every created object in the universe. Yastu, Jini, that person. Sarvani bhutani. Atman neva anupashyati. Sees that in me, the whole universe, who sees that whole universe is in me. That means you have to change your identity. You are not this man, not this woman, but you are the Atman, like an ocean. In me, all the ripples are there. All the waves are there. All creation is there. So he who sees in this Atman, there is nothing but Atman. In me, the whole universe. It's a very lofty ideal. We are not familiar with this type of ideal. You have to expand yourself. If we keep our body identity and think that I am this much, this thought will be totally ridiculous. You cannot think that way. In me, who is there? I am a tiny grain of sand, not even a grain of sand in the cosmic reality, no? The earth is not a grain of sand in the comparison to the cosmic galaxies and stars and everything, no? So what am I? Where is my position? No, not that I, in which we live day and night. And every reaction, action is happening in that small I. But it's the big I they are talking about. Just to, but he who can see Sarvani Bhutani, Atmani, all the Bhutani. Bhutani means all the Bhutas. Bhutas means anything created by the five elements. Everything, this whole universe, according to Vedanta also, it is made of air, water, fire, ether, etc., etc. Shiti, Op, Tej, Marut, Bum, all these five elements. So whatever is created or whatever is we see, it is just that is all in my real Atmic self, in my real self which is infinite, that Brahman, that Atman, that consciousness. And Sarve Bhuteshu cha Atmanam. And also, I am there in every created being. In me is the whole universe, and I am in the every created being. Very difficult to imagine, no? Just to think that this thought can be done like that in the thinking of the ocean. In the ocean, if you think that it is ocean, you are ocean. All the ripples and forms and waves are on the ocean, no? In me, in that ocean, all the waves, ripples, forms are there. And in every being, I. In me is everything, and I in everywhere. I in everywhere means as water, H2O, in every wave, every ripple, every form, every bubble, and also infinite ocean. That H2O is everywhere. So to think that there is nothing but Atman. Main thing is that whether you look this way or that way, this way is Atman, only Atman, and the whole creation is just bubble and ripple on that infinite Atman. And in every Atman, every little bubble, every little wave, it is the same H2O. I am there. Satchidananda. Satchidananda Rupoham Nitya Shuddha Svabhavan. That is the Vedantic idea Upanishad is giving here. So it says that so it is here that this he who sees in every object that same Atman, in the Atman, and sees the Atman in every object, then Sarva Bhuteshu Chatmanam, because of his seeing the same Atman in every being, Natatu Bijugupshate, he does not hate anything, he does not reject anything. Whom to reject, whom to accept? Because there is nothing, then the Atman. Atman is everywhere, so the question of rejection does not come. And in everything is the Atman. So that thing you cannot reject. Ramakrishna said that if you look at the world, you only say Brahman is Satchidananda and this is all wrong. Then you are the weight, if you weigh the Brahman, it will be little less. Like he gave the example of a bell fruit. If someone says, what is bell fruit? Bell fruit is the fruit, the essential part of it, no? What we call bell fruit. But what about the shell? What about the seeds? Oh, those are not, we throw away. We don't eat them. But if you say what is the weight of the bell fruit, you will have to take the flesh, take the seeds, and take also the skin. So Brahman is Brahman the absolute, infinite. As also this world as we see, this name and form as we see, That is also to be added with it. And it is also bell tree. It is also bell. Nowadays, people grind those cells and then use it for health reason, health purpose. So nothing of the bell is to be thrown away. So a Brahman, the Atman is everywhere. So in me is Atman, I am in the Atman. You are in the Atman. That's why Atman is same for all of us. And that Atman is the big I, capital I. So that is to be in that established in that state, and then no one will be hating anyone, because there is nobody but me whom to hate. I cannot hate myself, no? Do I hate my hand? Do I hate my eyes? Do I hate my ears? I cannot hate myself, because ear is also me, hand is also me, the eyes are also me, nose is also me. I don't hate myself. I cannot, because it is me only. So similarly, when one meditates like this and reaches, because of the purity of the heart, to feel that they are the Brahmagyanis, they see that in them the whole universe is there, and in everything they find. That's why Holy Mother used to feel the suffering of so many, anyone coming, Mother was feeling. It is not out of superficial empathy, it is not out of superficial love, but it is of the genuine identification that the Atman, Mother, feels so deeply. That's why anyone comes to Mother with grief, and Mother sucks their grief in. Why? Because that is not different. If Mother is here, Mother is there. He says, I am there, I am suffering. Ramakrishna, Holy Mother one time says, oh, people, how much suffering is going on. Then Mother says, who is how much? It is all Sri Ramakrishna. He is suffering himself. He himself is suffering. So Sri Ramakrishna, that example you remember, a boy was holding a grasshopper and he got a stick and he was pushing in the body of the grasshopper. And Ramakrishna, instead of seeing anything, said, Ha Rama, O Rama, you are creating your own suffering. So in the grasshopper is Rama, and the boy who is there, he is also Rama, and the action is done, Rama is doing to Rama. So whom to hate, whom to blame? I am separate from you, therefore I blame you, or you blame me for any good or bad things, or you praise me, or you hate me. We also do the hate or praise, because I am separate, you are separate. But if this knowledge comes, that person cannot hate or love anything. Sukhe dukkhe shame kritva labha labho jaya jayo. Gita, you see, a man of illumination, sukhe dukkhe, in happiness and misery, sukhe dukkhe. And jaya jayo, success and failure, labha labho, gain or loss, they remain equal. How they will remain one and equal? Because they live in that unity, they live in that oneness. So that comes out of this type of identification, that in me the whole universe, in me the whole universe. Not this. Our major problem is that when I say I, in me, I always think that this 5 feet 4 inches height, this 140 pound, 50 pound body, and all these eyes, ears, I never think I am not this, I am the Atman, and the ocean of consciousness, and the ocean of bliss. If we think that in that ocean of bliss, everything can stay. And in everything, what is there? It is only constituted by that Satchidananda Brahman, or the Atman. So, therefore, he cannot hate anyone. Here he says that there is nothing other than the Atman. Therefore, this that who is as an Atman, observing all the objects of the universe, He is the Chetoita. That means he is the person who gives awareness to all. He is Nirguna. Sakshi Cheta Kevalo Nirgunasya. That Atman, that is the Atman. Sakshi, he observes in me everything. He is the Sakshi. Whatever from morning till now I have done, somebody in me has observed. That's why he is not involved into it. He only observed. But our mind has got involvement. Our emotions has got involvement. Our ego has involvement. But not the Atman, real Atman. It only gives the awareness to see, observer to observe things. So Sakshi, that is called Sakshi. Cheta, he is the conscious entity. He percolates his consciousness. His consciousness percolates to my ego, to my intellect, to my mind, and to the body. That's why the body is functioning. So this is Cheta, and he is Nirguna. He has no quality. That is the Atman which is behind. See, that is permeated everywhere, here and there. Therefore, they don't see anything visible universe which is separate from him or her, and as a result, there is no question of ignoring anyone or hating anyone, but sees himself as non-dual, pure self, and loves everyone. So opposite things happen. It loves everyone. So we can end here, 2 verses. But if you have any question, we can go for that now.
Maharajji, I think we had one question, at least from Anand Uncle. And Anand Uncle, it would be nice if you can keep it small within a time frame. I don't have a long question to ask on this, but...
sure, for the time being, I'll skip my long question.
No, you can ask this.
Ask question. Ask question. Ask question.
It's going to be a very long question. That's why I want to skip it now. Probably next.
No. What the question is not long. The question you can put it in a quickly.
Maharaj, after hearing all Upanishads, then the Atman, permanent bliss, we are not the body, everything else. In view of practical situation, that is during this crisis of the virus, sometimes individuals, they have tendency to cling to life, they fear something will happen to them, and that degree of fear is changing from individual to individual. Some people, okay, steady, some people scared to death, some people very strong, let whatever happen, I will do whatever is possible to do as per the guidelines. And sometimes people get false alarm, and supposing they have a headache, could this be because of the virus?
Yeah.
They get pain all over the body, this may be that. And then fever 100, beginning 100.4, 100, I think so, I should get it tested. Then some people think, we heard from Upanishads class, Bhagavad Gita, that we are not the body, we are Atman. So why don't we steady ourselves, thinking, we are not the body, we are permanent bliss inside, self, sacred, and steady ourselves, but follow the guidelines, because Thakur said, use the power of discrimination God has given you. So that way it happens. Why is it different from individual to individual?
Yeah.
Why after hearing so many lectures, we still have that fear?
Yeah. No, a very good question. That is really, it is happening. What you said is happening with all of us. A very concrete example. Whenever you have a little sneezing 5 times, 6th time you think, oh my God, am I getting it? No? When you are having stomach disturbance, is it like that? Any little temperature comes, you think, am I getting it? Asha. Because we have heard that these may be the symptoms of the disease, sometimes hard, some way. And Our living in the world, it is we want to live in the world. That's a tendency with everyone. We don't want to die. Why? Because we are immortal. The very ground of this thought is that ego, it is Vedanta. Why I am so much afraid of losing this body? Because I thought the body, I am immortal, but I think body should be immortal. Body should not suffer. And the body is made of 5 elements. It will have to do like that. Whose body is not dying? Look at anybody died. Their body will act in its own way if virus attacks it. But we are not talking of the body. Come to the point. Clear, it is daylight. What your question is really true. But when we are thinking, I am the body. And I am the body, I don't think anything, but whatever I have said, these are only words. In every moment we fail. Because we go back to our old rat. That I am the body, I am my emotions, I am my craving of my heart. So I have identified myself, again go back to the same Vedanta. I am the body, I am the mind, I am the ego, I am the intellect, I am the emotions, I am my gain, I am my loss. These are the things we have taken. Do anyone disagree with that? Whatever I say, I am Atman Brahman, they are saying this is only talking. How it will come to our awareness? That's why our mind, someone is reacting some way, because each one we react. The prime call is that we are immortal, we won't die. But that manifests through our mind and our emotion. As the mind is, someone's mind is totally identified with the body, then I think that I gone, with anything happening, I am gone, I am gone, I am gone. But less than, that's why you can find there are many people, okay, it will happen, what is there? They're taking precaution, doing everything, but at the same time, okay, it happens, we'll die, that's all. Accepting the fact that body will die one day, that idea, and I will not die with the body, that concept. That's why we read this scripture again and again. And those who practice it, there will be different levels in that. Some will be very much affected, some does not care at all. Some say, I'm ready. If it is to come today, okay, I'll be ready. We can do the same thing. If the death comes, what is there? I'll die. So many million, thousands and million have died, no? So what is there? If I die, what is the exceptional of it? I'll die. Anyway, I will die. So it needs some strength, needs some concrete power of analysis, and also, if you call the devotion, loving God, depending on God, trusting on God, and believe that body will go, I will not go. This concept should be ingrained. How? By only love for God, by praying, by analyzing every day, by seeing it is happening in the body. I am not the body. Fundamentally, Vedanta is true. Whether you understand or not, it is true that we are immortal, we don't want to die. We want to lose ourselves. But what is to lose? You are lost every day, your body. Yesterday's body is not today's body. 10 years before's body is not today's body. So it is already gone. And this moment it is going. It will go tomorrow, it will be different. So what for you we are worried about? We have never such deep analysis within ourselves. We never sit together and really very deeply hammer on this ground. What am I fearing about? Already I'm losing every second. So this, if you take the path of analysis, discrimination, discernment, then it is to be understood that body will die. Body is changing. Body is always in the flux. Today I am okay. Tomorrow my heart may start, okay, forget COVID. But heart attack, something may come. Heart blockage may happen. Pressure may go high up. Someone falls down and just may die. What is the control over anything? But Shall I then every moment think, oh, may I have a heart attack? Oh, may I have some, tomorrow I may fall down? Will we be worried about that? So we have to come back to one practice, and this body will go anyway. We will take every precaution, take whatever is the best care we should have to take. But at the same time, this unnecessarily not worrying about that, rather think, I belong to the Lord. He is in my heart. He is in my heart. He is in everyone's heart. We said, I am Atman. Atman is in me. Atman is in everyone. Change that language. Ramakrishna is in the heart of all. Ramakrishna is in my heart. Krishna is in my heart. Krishna is in everyone's heart. Krishna will look after. This is his engine. This is his car. This is his. He is the driver of this car. So take any ideal. So identify with God. We have to identify with our spiritual ideal, to identify with our real consciousness, real self. So this is sadhana. We have to do as much sadhana we do, that much fearlessness will come. Fear will haunt us because we don't want to lose. Because suppose I die, now you think, what will happen to these my objects all around? My home, my car, my family, my account, my friendship, all these secret things I have preserved for so many years, here and there and there. And what will happen to that? What will happen? What is happening to others? It will happen the same way. So this analysis should be made stronger and stronger and stronger. And fearless will then come in us only by surrendering to the divine, who is fearless. Atman is fearless because Atman is the only thing. Ditya dvai bhayang bhavati, Upanishad says, where there is duality, there is fear. But when you think that you are the only object here, or God is the only reality, what to fear about? There is no demon. In Hinduism, there is no what you call the parallel force, powerful to God. God is there, and parallel force, another force is there, what is called the demon. No, there is no demon. It is all God in different form, in tamasa form, in sattva form, in rajasa form. The same person appearing 3 times in 3 dress. One time is violent dress. That's why, look at the mother forms of Hindu worship. You see, there is benign form of mother, no? Mother Lakshmi, Mother Saraswati, blessings. But you see Mother Kali, and Mother Kali, Rakta Bija, that's what we call Chamunda form, Dasomahavidya, different forms are there. Each is mother, same mother force. But to kill the demon, someone is a ferocious form, someone is sweet form, someone is loving. It is mother only. No? Everyone worships mother. Mother Durga, then Mother Chamunda form, and then Chinnamasta form, and so many ideas of mother is there. But it is mother, only one mother. To destroy the demonic nature of the child is behaving that way and embrace. So if we can think that it is only one, my beloved Lord is everywhere. In the devotion, in Vedanta, the same Atman is here and in everywhere. And what? The body will go, body will come. It is only name and form. And name and form is always changing one form to another. Permutation and combination of these things are going on. So like that, analysis and practice, meditation, prayer, thinking, that will change, and only fearlessness is possible. Otherwise, I am also talking. I am always afraid with things. And that is because I don't really believe it, or I don't practice it. Suppose if I practice it every time, whenever I stand, as I just read, you look at the moving object, you think, oh, it's moving. It's all consciousness moving. Oh, that's steady. It does not move. Oh, that is also the same consciousness. Here is also this. There is also that. Here is also Satchidananda. There is also Satchidananda. Or you say, here is Krishna, there is Krishna, there is Krishna. See, whatever you like. So bring our awareness in the higher level of consciousness. Unless we bring that, our fear will remain with us. So to become fearless, Mamekang Sharanang Braja. Gita says, Mamekang Sharanang Braja. Take refuge in me alone. Practice. That is the only thing we can. Okay, anything more?
So maybe, can I ask you one more question, Maharaji?
Yeah.
So that means in the Purusha and Prakriti concept-wise, I mean, is it something that it's the same thing, right? It's just a manifestation of the energy.
Purusha and Prakriti aspect, if you take, then it is Purusha is the consciousness. Prakriti is the only, the Purusha energy is coming to the Prakriti and it dancing like that. But here, Purusha and Prakriti are two identities. In Vedanta is a one step up. That says Purusha is made of the same constituent as the Prakriti. That is not different. In here, if you go, everything is Prakriti, nature, 5 elements and other things, 24 principles, no? But they are Jara. Their philosophy is Prakriti is Jara, matter. And Purusha is the consciousness. So, Jara and Prakriti. But in Vedanta it is saying there is no Jara. This is all consciousness. What you are seeing in ignorance as Jara. When your eye will open, you will see that it is consciousness only, Purusha only. That's why Purusha Mebedagam Sarvam Jatkincha Jagatyam Jagata. Whatever is there, it is only Purusha. There is Purusha Sukta, and there you find it is all Purusha. They are implying that consciousness is everywhere. So Purusha Prakriti is also all takes us one step to the another step. Those philosophers of Sankhya philosophers, or those who follow the path of Sankhya, they go from this level to another level. And there they find that this Brahman, they don't talk about Brahman, they know Purusha and Prakriti. Okay? But everything is Prakriti, Jara. That also what is happening? You are detaching from the Prakriti. Prakriti is what? 24 principles. What are 24 principles? Come back again. 24 principles is your, who can say 24 principles? Again and again and again it comes, no? 24 principles are Mano, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankar. These are the 4. Mind, intellect, ego, and remembering faculty. These are the 4. Mano. And 20. What are 20? 5 organs of the perception, 5 organs of action, 5 elements, water, air, fire. That's the body has made. Body has been made of, without eating water, drinking water, eating food, this body will die, no? So 5 elements, it's breath, no? So 5 elements are there, and 5 subtle elements are there, which you enjoy in the dream time. So 5 into 4, did you get 20? Again, 5 organs of perception, Chakshu, Karna, Nasika, Jivha, Tok. Okay? Then 5 organs of action. Bak, I am speaking, that's one. Bak, Pani, hat, hand. Pado, leg, no? Pado, payu, posto. Organ of excretion and what you call the ejection. So these are the 5. So, and the 5 elements. 5 elements are the water, air, fire, space, and what is left? Kshiti, up, the Kshiti is the earth. Earth, up is water, Tejo is light, and Kshiti up is Marut, the air, and the Boma, the space. And this has 2 forms. One form, in the waking state, we are drinking water, we are seeing things, these are all gross 5 elements. But when you are in dream, there also you drink water. Isn't it? There also you breathe. What air you breathe? That's this air, finer air. So that is the 5. So 5, 10 elements and 10 actions of organs and actions. 5 organs. And got it? Everyone? Or anyone is getting any trouble? What about Daniel? Are you getting it? The 5, 5, 5, 5, 24.
Yes, that'll be a lot to remember, but I will do my best.
No, I'm saying again, remember, very easy. Look at your, see, your personality. What you have? You have 5 organs of perception. To perceive the world, you need eyes to see, ears to hear, nose to smell, tongue to taste, skin to touch. These are the 5. And then for your work, what you need to do work, hand, feet, etc. These are 5. 5, 5, 10. And 5 elements, like Kshiti, earth, water, air, fire, and space. In its gross form, now we are breathing. And at night time also, in the sleep, we also drink water, we also breathe air, but not this air. This air is for the physical body. And then sleep time we eat. So these are the 5 times 4, 20, and remains 4. What are the 4? You look at, I have my mind, I have my intellect, I have my ego, I have my memory. Chit, mano, buddhi, chitta, ahankara. So these are 24. So these 24 is with us. But according to Sankhya, this 24 is meaningless. It cannot function out of its own. Only when Purusha, the consciousness, permeates through it, then it becomes active. Like in the oven, you put some pot and put whatever items of cooking. The heat of the oven penetrates into the bowl or in cooking bowl, and then penetrates into the water, and water into the rice, rice to dal, and all this. Everything is getting churned and everything is bubbling. Are they bubbling by their own power? Or they are bubbling because of the consciousness? That is their concept. Sankhya thinks separate. But Vedanta goes one step up. There is no such jada. There is no such matter. Everything is consciousness. So what is inside? What is outside? And what is farthest? What is closer to closest? All these we read. They assimilate into one idea, unified idea of Brahman. Okay.
Thank you, Maharaj, sir.
Okay, next, the man.
So do we have any more questions? Probably not, right?
So third week, 1, 2, 3, 15th. So 15th February, you can note down for the next class.
Maharaj, 15th February, I have a class to teach. So
Oh.
Mondays would be difficult for me. So my classes are in the evening. So
Then tell me what day will be good for all of you.
maybe probably 19th Friday. Can we go back to the Friday?
What about?
Friday, I have a conflict, unfortunately.
Okay.
If majority, if it's okay with majority, I'll just skip the class.